Hello, welcome. I'm Joel, co-founder here at Patio, and today I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of our new tool library software we just recently published. Patio is an all-in-one platform, removing the needs of juggling different tools that don't really speak to one another. It gives you everything you need to run your library all in one place. Let me go and show you how it works. So here is your workspace admin view with all the section here on the left side. Starting with the dashboard on top, this would be your overview of your day-to-day operations with items that are scheduled to go out, items that are scheduled to come back in, late pickups, and overdue item. So here, for example, customers is showing up and is willing to pick up the item he's booked online. You can click on this order. You have a recap with the items that he has put in his basket, and you can just confirm pickup. And those items are now on loan. If you go back, and in this case here of an item coming in, you can see this customer is bringing back a cordless drill, and there's also a cider press in his order that is due to a different date. So here you can mark both as return, or if you're only coming back with the drill today, you can just put the cordless drill and mark as return. If there's some renewal, you can also renew the item. And you can also create a maintenance ticket. Let's say there's an issue with the drill and it doesn't work. Here you can put an image of what's the issue, title, a description, status, priority, and you can also choose to mark this item as unavailable while the maintenance is in progress. So if you create a ticket here, it will automatically pull this item out of the inventory. But in this case, we just mark as return, confirm return, and that's it. And then on the cider press here, which has a €15 late fee, you can also just go and mark as return when the customer is bringing it back. And you can decide if you want to charge a late fee, or if you want to wait for a further time, or if you want to partially charge a certain amount of this late fee. And if everything came back as it should have been, then you can just give back the deposit in full. Here I'll put 0, and we're going to confirm return. For customers who will just show up to the library and want to check out items at the counter, you can just check them out here, choose the customer, and add the product they want to check out. Here, let's say the cordless drill, validate the date, add to cart, and if that's all they want to take, you check them out. And here it's for free. The drill has been checked out. For customers who will show up returning tools in advance, which is not going to show up in your overview of the day, you can also check them in here. You see all your on-loan items. You can search by SKU or keywords. And let's say this cordless drill is coming back ahead of time. Same options here, create a maintenance ticket or marked as return. And you are simply gonna put it back in the inventory. There's also a calendar view, so you can have a broader perspective of all the coming in and out and late pickups, so you can also have a look, and you can look through months to give you a little bit more insights on what's coming. Here is the tab for your members or customers, so you have their information, membership statuses, do they have a negative balance or positive balance, when did they join, and the role. Are they customers, an admin, a super administrator here. Next tab would be your orders, so an history of all the orders and loan that you've done. Here, subscriptions, so you can see diverse subscription you have, how many people are active on each tier, and what are the statuses, period, when is it going to renew, and all the information to your various tier of subscriptions you may have. Transaction, here is kind of your balance sheet. You can see revenue, refunds, net revenue, balance activity, how much deposit you're currently holding, late fees you've collected. You can choose per customers, you can pick a date range, and you have a full history here of transaction registered through Patio. You can go in detail into each transaction. Just have to click on a specific one. You'll see information, customers, date, payment details, commissions, application fee, and if you want also, you can see here the information about the payments, and you can refund if needed. Next up is the inventory tab. Here you can have an overview of your product per units, which will be the SKU view, and here where you can create your rental rules. So let me show you how you can create a product on Patio. It's pretty simple. You have a few ways of creating a tool. You can go with the classic where you put the information yourself, or you can also go with just images. So for example, here I'm going to take a picture of a drill, and it's going to offer you the options if you want to create an automated listing. So you can skip it and just go traditional and you input the information yourself. Or if you continue, so with one picture of the tool, we also give you the option of adding the label of the tool. So that's going to help us have even more success in creating the listing. And then just by clicking continuing, you can add information if there's a really specific thing you want to add, or just generate the listing. And our system is going to understand what's the product, create a description, find what's the brand. So it's going to be really easy, especially for organization who manage a lot of the donation. Now it helps you to keep a clean inventory. You just have to take a picture and you have a listing. It finds the categories. And if you're not happy with it, here is handheld power drills. We can also suggest you more with an accuracy percentage. So it could be under pneumatic drill, drill presses, drills, etc. It creates a default SKU as well. On the SKU here, you can put different details if it's different. For example, if you have a different drill with that is a different model. So here could be a Makita, but the default one is the Walt. If you have a different location, so here it's on my main location or Saint Laurent library. What's the section? So where do you store it? You can also select it here. More info here if you want to go more granular, and is it for lease, for sale, or both? And again, more information you could input on the SKU level here. So here on the right side, you can also select what's the rental rules. And if you want to create a new one very specific for this tool, you can just click new rental rules. And from here, you can really decide, okay, what's the name of this rental rules? How many days? Is there a base fee, a deposit? What's the late fee per day? You want to use business days to count this, or you want to use calendar days? Does it require a membership? And more details, so you can really customize rental rules as you create your items. So here add product, and as simple as this, we have now a clean inventory item for this, the wall drill. Units, that will be the view for every SKU. So all the cordless drill would be listed. You see their section, the statuses, is it for rent, for sale, and you have more different, you can see the history of the product. You can create a maintenance ticket if there's an issue with it, again here, or just edit the inventory item. And the second subsection here would be the rental rules. So here you have all your rental rules that you have created. You can add more if you want, and you can modify them and browse through different ones as you're going to accumulate more and more. Here we have the maintenance section. So when you return an item or when you find a defect item, you can create a ticket, and it will create a view as such. So you see broken handle, what's the product, status, priority, and who created it. And it starts with there's also the comment option. So your colleagues and volunteers can chip at it and add I order which piece and leave a trace of all the progress. Maybe they can add also invoices or bills that they've occurred while trying to fix this tool. So you also leave a trace of the progress on the maintenance. And when it's done, let's say you change statuses, you can just drop them. You can look by locations. You can look for every location, search ticket per keywords. On the setting here, you can create more statuses. So here we have to do, in progress, and done. But let's say if you want to add one that is backlog, you can choose a color coding. And if you just add it, so now you can create as much, you can customize this section as much as you want, and keep a nice clean view of the maintenance that needs to be done on your inventory. Here you have content pages, so you can create pages about us, how it works, or any kind of page you want. Then below here we have the events tab. So here is where you can create and manage workshops and events. For example, here we have a repair reuse workshop coming up tomorrow. You can see who will be pending, confirm, cancel, and check in. You will be also able on the mobile version to directly scan the tickets and have the people checked in from this section. And if you want to create an event, then you add an image, title, when is it, time zone, description of your event, is it in person or virtual, location, and then you can create mini ticket types. So maybe you want to create a single price of entry, some different tiers based on income, or some part of the tickets are for free. And you can add some rules such as maximum tickets per user they can book, and if you want to have comments available under the event page. If I show you this event page, for example, it will be here, event page. This is what the user will see, and they can register, and there's all the information. Term and policies, where you create your agreements, term of services that people will agree on when they join your organization. Analytics is where you'll have information on your inventory performances, so which tools are the most rented, what's the percentage of your inventory that is currently used, where's your revenue coming from, or which tool is the most used in your inventory, so you'll be able to see all this information in this analytics section. Automation, you can customize your welcome email, your invitation, reminders, missed pickup, etc. You can also do the same with event registration, and you can see all the activity logs of communication you've sent to different customers. On the settings side here is where you can really customize your organization, starting from the overview. Access control, you can create role. So depending on your volunteers, maybe some are really just focused on the lending and the day-to-day operations. Some people are maybe more into the management, the finance. And if you remove section from a certain roles, then these sections will also disappear from the navigation. So if you have some volunteers who are not so tech savvy, by removing some access, it will also make the different navigation much lighter, so they will be able just to focus with the relevant section to their role. Discounts is if you want to create, for example, discount rules based on a role. People on this role get a fixed discount for location or everything that is for sale. For example, here, staff discount, they get 50% off subscriptions. Plan is which plan you're currently running on Patio. Finance is where you connect with Stripe, another payment provider we have on the platform. Your contact information, region information. Memberships, here is where you can create all tiers of membership you want. So maybe a monthly, yearly, daily membership, high income, low income. So you can really go and customize. So the name of the membership, low income tier, a description, what's the price, is it per month, what's the length, and do you want to limit the number of items they can have on loan at the same time? Then sign up form is where you can really customize your intake flow. So for people who will want to register to your library, here you can create a form so you can decide what field you want to collect. Tax, if you want to apply a tax based on your state or location. Impact calculator is something we are working on at the moment, where you'll be able to, we'll have an integrated impact calculator that we're building with experts on this field. Embedding, if you want to add your library to your existing website, you can go and copy, and you can manage donations. So here you don't have a donation page. If you want to capture donation with Stripe, if you have your own donation page, you can just link to it. And you can also embed. A lot of people use GiveButter or Zephy, so you can also create a page and directly embed a third-party tool that you might be using for donations. So that covers the setting part. If we go back, and now the last item is organization. So here is an overview of your organization. If you are operating more than one location, here you can create more locations. For example, downtown branch, add picture, description. If they have specific contact and email for the specific location, you can add them here, and that will create a new location. And then if you click, let's say on this location I have here, then here you can create sections. So here you can really map out all your storage. So when you're going to add items, and people will work on the floor, or they will exactly know where to search. So you can really keep a clean inventory of obviously which location it is, but also which storage and where does it sit within this location. Down here, we've built an assistant where you can ask questions you might have while operating on Patio, and the system will come up with a quick answer for you. We also have a search bar where you can type and look for a specific part of the software, and we will help you identify it. And on the top here, we've had a feedback button that you can click at any time on the software, and you can add comments or requests of feature that you'd like. And me and Julien will be sure to tackle them, so the Patio is really suiting for your operation and make your life easier. If we have a look on the live shop, This is what your customer will see, starting with the available items. They can browse through rentals, potential items you have for sales, and upcoming events. They can look per keywords or per SKU. They can browse through different locations you might be operating, and many other filters that they can use to find the tool they're looking for. At the bottom here on the footer, it's all the pages you can create on the admin side. So events, about us, how it works, privacy policy, agreement, etc. That's it for the quick overview of Patio. If you have any question, please reach out to us on patio.so and we'll be more than happy to discuss and see if Patio is a good fit for you. Thanks for watching.